Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's definitely been a while since I've posted a video and so much has happened. I've moved to New York, I've started college, I've made some new friends. I'm on this whole different path and adventure that I'm definitely going to keep you guys updated with dorm tours, videos of me hanging out with my friends. Some vlogs are going to get thrown here and there. But today we are here to talk about a subject that I found low-key really interesting and somewhat argumentative. Anyway, it's a lot. So the topic of today's video, the question for today is, are sex and love related? Whoa. So a couple of days ago, I was in my dorm student lounge hanging out with some friends, and we met this guy. And he's gay. I'm going to throw that out there because his sexual orientation goes along with his argument that he made. But he's gay, and he told us that him and the person that he's with are in an open relationship. Now, there's nothing wrong with people who want to be in open relationships. That's all fine and dandy. That's their thing. It works for some people. It doesn't work for some people. But the premise of him being in an open relationship is what sparked the conversation. He said that he was in an open relationship because he didn't feel that love and sex were related. He felt that you could love someone, be in a relationship with someone, and still have sex with other people because the two had no correlation. Now, obviously when someone first says that statement, you kind of look at them stupid and you're like, what the fuck are you talking about? Because you have sex with someone. When you have sex with someone that you love, it's a different experience and it's a different vibe than when you have sex with someone that you don't know. And so I had the argument, and a couple of other people were like, if you really love someone, how can you love them, be with them, and still sleep around with other people? It just didn't make sense in the terms of how do you do that and not hurt the person that you love? How do you do that and not catch feelings for someone else? Because sex is a very intimate thing. It takes a lot to have sex with someone, to trust someone with your body, and to trust someone with your vulnerability in that time. And so we weren't really understanding how they couldn't be connected. And so his argument, although I still don't know if I 100% agree, I definitely understand more, and I find it a little bit more valid in terms of this statement I did not agree with. He said that the gay community, the LGBTQAI plus, I think I mixed the letter or something, but that community viewed monogamy in a different way than straight people do. He said that gay people in the gay community were more okay with open relationships because they understood that you could love someone and still have sex with other people, whereas straight people had this ideal that when you're with someone, you have to only be with them and only have sex with them, and if not, then it's cheating. I did not agree with that. Coming from someone who is bisexual, dating someone who was gay, I learned and understood. I learned that just because someone's sexual orientation is different doesn't mean that they don't have the same relationship expectations that straight people do. I was in a relationship with someone who did not want me to sleep with other people, who felt like we were in a relationship, and being in a relationship meant that you could not sleep with other people. That's just how it was because we were together. And it is what it is. And they were gay. So I did not agree with the statement that gay people have a different idealistic of what a relationship is than straight people, because I feel like at some points they do mesh together and they do have the same values and what a relationship is and how a relationship should work. Now, his opinion was valid in the fact that he said that he loved the person he was with. I had no doubts believing that. You can love someone. He loved the person that he was with, and him and the person made a mutual agreement that they were going to be able to sleep with other people due to the circumstances they were in. Now, the guy that I was talking to, he is a freshman in college. He is currently dating a senior in high school. And so they chose an open relationship for the fact that they knew that they weren't going to have time to be with each other. They knew that they weren't going to have time to see each other all the time. They knew that they had sexual needs, but they still knew that they loved each other. So for them, I feel like what he was trying not to say because it was going to sound too like romantic or whatever, was that an open relationship was the only way that they felt that they could stay in a relationship, stay connected, stay in love, still stay with that same form of communication, and then not have the thought in each other's mind that, oh, the other person is cheating on me. Because if you make the relationship open and you're able to sleep with someone else, then you never have to have the worry in your mind like, oh, this person is cheating on me, because you know. So they keep full lines of communication. They tell each other, they don't tell each other details, because obviously no matter what situation you're in, it'll be hard to hear details about the person you're with sleeping with other people. So they don't do details, but they do tell each other like, hey, I slept with someone today. Hey, this is what happened. Excuse me. They keep that open line of communication. So no one's ever left in the dark. Everybody's clear on the rules and what goes on. And they're able to still stay together because they have that line of trust. This form of dating, this form of this situation does not work for everybody. There's some people whose jealousy gets in the way. There's some people who are like, I never want that. I want to just be in that person. There's some people who are like, well, if you feel the need to sleep with other people, then we don't need to be together. You obviously don't love me. It doesn't work for everyone. But since I've been in New York and like talking to new people and different kinds of people who come from different backgrounds, it's been really cool to see like the thought process of different people and how different people view scenarios. Because it's like, I've thought about open relationships. I've thought about being in open relationships. I've brought it up to people that I was dating and they've kind of always shot it down. But it's like everybody views it differently. And everybody feels like they can do different things. So like I personally, with me on the situation and talking to the guy, after talking to him, I understood where he was coming from. And I completely feel like in that situation, in his situation, in other people's situation, an open relationship is a good idea. Because when you and the person you're with move to different places, different things happen. Just because circumstances change doesn't mean your feelings for that person change. And I feel like a lot of the time people let circumstances dictate how they handle situations. And in saying that, I mean that like they let distance, they let different paths that they're on, they let different friend groups alter how they feel, and then they just break it off completely because they're like, oh, if I break up with you, then I don't have to worry about any of those things. I don't have to worry about staying connected. I don't have to worry about like being horny and not being able to do anything. Like I don't have all those problems. Wherein instead of doing that, instead of just giving up, instead of just breaking it off, think about it and think about the fact that you can love someone, you can be with someone, you can stay connected with someone, and then when you see them, it's a whirlwind, it's exciting, you guys go on dates, you guys do all these great things, and then when y'all are apart, you keep that same connection, but are still allowed to fulfill that sexual urge or sexual desire, whatever you call it, that you need. And I'm gonna say it again because I've said it I think twice now. This is not for everyone. Not everyone can do this. Some people are to the point to where they're like, I want the person that I'm with to be with me. I don't want them to have the potential to catch feelings for someone else. I don't want them to have sex with someone else. And it's all that I feel like is based off of how you were raised and also fear, because a lot of people are like, and this argument came up when I was talking to the person, a lot of them are like, I'm scared that you're going to catch feelings for someone else. I'm scared that you are going to like sex with someone else more than you like sex with me, and then it's going to affect our relationship. It's all based off of fear. And that's why I feel like when you start an open relationship, if you do decide to, it is a conversation. It is something that you need to sit down and have. There needs to be rules, there needs to be regulations, it needs to be clearly understood for it to work. And I feel like that's also hard for people because a lot of people struggle with communication. It's just a thing. People struggle with communication. It doesn't suck, but it happens. And it is what it is. But I feel like communication is key to making it work. Now, as far as the topic is love related to sex, I feel like that question is definitely dependent on the person. Some people, sex is so special and so sacred, and it's something that is so vulnerable that they only want to do it with people that they love, people that they have strong feelings for. And that I completely understand. It's like, it's an intimate thing. And then for other people, sex isn't as important. Their virginity wasn't as important. It's kind of just sex to fulfill a need, and then it's done. And then sex with the person they love is just magnified and feels better and is more interesting and is more entertaining and feels more special. But at the end of the day, sex is just sex. So it depends on the person that you are. I don't feel like you can judge someone for how they view sex and love and its correlation to each other, because everyone is different. Everybody has been through different stuff, seen different relationships, and that's just how it goes. Me personally, I feel for me and myself, sex and love are their own separate things, and in certain instances with certain people, I connect them. Like if I'm in a relationship, I connect sex with love. If I am single and I have sex with someone, I don't necessarily love them, and I'm not necessarily going to fall in love with them. So at that point, it doesn't have a correlation. And that just is what it is. And no one can tell me that how I feel about the situation is wrong, because everybody feels differently about the situation. With that being said, I want to know how you guys feel about the situation. Whether you comment on this video, hit me up on Snap, DM me on Twitter, DM me on Instagram. Mostly Instagram and Snapchat, because I'm not really on Twitter nowadays. But hit me up. Let me know how you guys feel about it, what you guys feel on the situation. Are sex and love related? Are they not related? Do you guys feel like it depends on the person? And would you try an open relationship? If the circumstances came around, would that be something that you and your partner would be able to talk about? Thank you guys so much for watching. I know it's been a while, but I promise I'll definitely be back with more videos, more exciting stuff for you guys to see where I'm at. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. And don't forget to subscribe and follow all my social medias, which will be at the end credits after this. Love you guys.